Dunklet Gardens looked at reducing our number of falls that we have in our resident population. We had noticed that compared to our peers on the state and national levels on our quality measures that our residents were falling more often. So we really wanted to do a deep dive and address why the residents were falling and what we could do to help ward off those falls. A fall is defined as any time a resident breaks the plane unintentionally. So if anybody ever goes from a sitting position to being on the floor or a standing position to being on the floor, whether it's unwitnessed or if it's staff assist, if someone's walking a resident and the resident, becomes weak and staff lower them down to the floor, that's considered a fall. So once we started looking at our fall data, we came up with a plan on what we thought would be effective in reducing falls. Some of the things that we've done is we've instituted a weekly falls meeting. It's an interdisciplinary team of nursing, therapy, activities, and social services. We meet and review any resident falls that happened the prior week. We really get into detail on what was the resident doing at the time of the fall, what was happening, so to guide us to put individualized interventions in place for that resident. So we started meeting every week and doing that. We do a fall risk assessment on admission to the facility. It's revised with every fall the resident has, and quarterly and with a significant change in condition. We've really tried to focus on early intervention right away. If we notice someone's had a change and maybe isn't performing at the level that they used to, getting therapy involved, we might start restorative nursing programs, functional maintenance programs to help the resident be at their highest physical ability to reduce falls. We look at the resident's environment, make sure that there's no slip or trip hazards. We have a lot of residents now that have cell phones, so we want to make sure that charging cords aren't in the way, oxygen tubing isn't in the way, so they can slip on that. Footwear, we always look at footwear, make sure that they have non-skid socks on or shoes that fit well and have a good sole on them. We've done a lot of staff education and staff awareness about falls. We noticed that we were having a lot of falls in our hospice population, so we've done some education on terminal restlessness that comes with a hospice population and how to treat that. Quality boards we have a falls tree that we post our number of falls on an ongoing basis, and it's updated daily. Celebrating wins, so we've had a lot of months where we've had a really low number of falls, so we want to make sure that we celebrate those achievements with staff. So we're really pleased with the progress that our staff has made with fall reduction. In 2020, in the calendar year, we had 311 falls. Last year, we were able to reduce that down to 174 falls, which is a huge difference. So far in 2022, we're on track to even beat that number as well. Through the end of September, we've had 109 falls. So our monthly goal for falls is to be at 14 or less.